Nara is situated near to both Kyoto and Osaka. This was Japan's capital 1,300 years ago, before Kyoto became the capital. In the heart of the city lies Nara Park, with its many cultural treasures. The most famous of these is Todaiji Temple. This is a major draw for tourists who flock here to see its gigantic 15-meter tall statue of the Buddha. The other focal point of the park is Kasuga Taisha Shrine. It's notable for its lanterns, 2,000 made of stone and 1,000 of bronze, offerings made over the centuries by believers all over Japan. The lanterns are only lit twice a year, transforming the shrine precincts into a fantastical scene. As well as the historic monuments and museums, Nara Park is famed for its deer. These deer are completely accustomed to humans and fearless about wandering through the crowds. They don't mind being petted at all. You can feed them with crackers made of rice bran and wheat flour sold in the park. Somehow these deer have learned to politely make a bow before accepting food. Currently about 1,200 deer live in the park. These are wild animals. They learn to coexist with people by themselves. No one trained them to behave like this. This is a rare phenomenon, a large group of wild animals that happily occupies the same space as crowds of humans. They're so cute. People get off the train, walk up to the park and suddenly see all these deer. They're always amazed. Surrounded by mountains and forests, Nara has always provided a welcoming habitat for these animals. After Kasuga Taisha Shrine was built in the 8th century, the legend grew that the deer were messengers from the gods. This was the start of the unique relationship between these deer and the people of Nara. Deer like to eat grass as well as leaves and berries, so they keep the park trimmed with little need for human care. Deer droppings break down to become fertilizer for the park's trees. The deer are integral to the cycle of nature sustaining this environment. Professor Nakazawa Shizuo of Nara University of Education has been studying the ecology of Nara Park's deer for many years. He believes that if the deer are to continue to thrive here, we humans must also understand this unique environment. When I watch children on school trips enjoying petting the deer, I wondered if they ever thought about why these animals don't run away. Everywhere else, deer flee when humans approach. And why are there so many deer in Nara? Surely it's the result of a combination of this place's unique natural environment and the supportive behavior of people over the centuries. I think it's important for everyone to understand this process so we can keep it working. The Nara local government promotes educational programs to tell people about the types of things deer eat and how to protect their environment. For well over a millennium, deer have lived here in close harmony with humans. It's a remarkable legacy that Nara is determined to protect.